interviews with Town of Haverstraw Supervisor Howard Phillips and County Executive Ed Day. First, let's get into the weather real quick. Today's Wednesday. It's going to be 83 degrees and cloudy. And then for the rest of the weekend, it's going to be fairly mellow. It's about time.
Thursday, it's going to be hot.
Okay, it's going to be hot, but not too hot. It's not like Tarzan can take this type of hot.
I don't know. Sunday and Monday, 90 degrees.
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, though, 80 degrees,
yeah,
80
Friday's
degrees.
It's going to be a perfect 4th of July.
Yeah, and we got a lot of stuff happening around the town, and Supervisor Howard Phillips will be on today to tell us about the Bowline fireworks that are happening. But before that, let's just pause for a moment and talk about our brand new sponsor. And actually,
he's a brand new sponsor.
Woohoo! And he has been a sponsor of Rockland News before. He has been growing by leaps and bounds, and he is amazing. It's not just him. He's got like a whole group of people that work with him at 99 Signs.
99 Signs. Does that mean, is it like a dollar store? Like you go there and get 99 cents?
Quite the opposite. No, premium signs.
Premium signs. Does he have 99 of them?
Store signage. You could have banners. You could have billboards. You can have the golf lawn signs.
We should have Nina write him a song.
Well,
she does 99 balloons. Why can't she change it to 99 signs? Maybe Weird Al needs to do it.
Yes, and I should note that I do have something to read here. Now, that being said, we can definitely come back to it. But if you have been looking for a sign company near me, quote unquote, on Google, they can help. 99 Signs team of sign makers will go above and beyond to offer the expert services that you need. If you're looking for the best New Jersey and New York sign service, call their team at 845-400-9326 for a free consultation and request a quote today. Mike, they did all of our banners for the Old Stony Music Fest.
Oh,
yes.
Now I know who 99 Signs were. They did a great job.
I think so, and we've used a few different sign companies, and quite frankly, before we got to 99 Signs, I remember this one, and I get mad at these things. We hired, and no names, a local company to do the 8-foot banners.
Okay.
They took the same images and gave us 6-foot banners.
Oh.
To save money, I think, but I don't know, whatever. But that pissed me off. And finally, I was like, you know what?
The things that grind Tom's gears, folks.
I want quality.
Okay.
I want quality, and I think 99 Signs.
Who's got quality for Tommy?
It's 99 Signs. And also, I should thank Proforma Corporate Systems, too, because they did our brochures and the tickets for Rockland Music Fest.
Were they of the quality that you wanted?
Yes. Every last detail. So you want to hang with 99 Signs. You want to hang with Proforma Corporate Systems. These are not just supporters of Rockland News, but also supporters of really good quality work. So we're going to have a decent week as far as like sun and everything. But Mike, I think it's time for you to talk about our first news item of the day.
So this is where the mood goes down. Spring Valley, New York. As first reported by the Muncie Scoop, a major political shakeup may be on the horizon as petitions to dissolve Spring Valley's village. The government were formally submitted on July 1st. The village clerk now has 10 days to verify signatures and ensure that they will comply with New York's general municipal law. If certified, the voters will decide this November 4th whether to abolish the 115-year-old municipality. Supporters argue that it will cut taxes and streamline services. Opponents warning of losing local control and identity. If voters approve, services like police, zoning, and sanitation would transition to Ramapo and Clarkstown. Stay tuned as the signature review, the heated campaign, unfolds.
Yeah, man. And that is a wild thing that's happening. And I have a bit of experience with the dissolving of villages. Yes, sir. I wasn't involved in the actual dissolving, but the village of Highland Falls, just north of us from Rockland.
I used to own a house there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, beautiful place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right next to West Point.
So I'm not going to go into it, the up and down dealing with the previous mayor of the village, but it always was contentious. I think that's fair to say on the air. The residents took it a step further. They wanted to dissolve the entire village, and there was a monetary rationale for it. Duplication of police services. It was over $2 million extra
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a big number. The effort did fail ultimately, but recently, back in March, the village, basically the village mayor, who's been there since like the 1990s, whatever, they basically the storm winds were brewing, and he realized that it's time to step down. So he stepped down, and now there's a new mayor up in that neck of the woods. But yeah, and who knows what's going to happen with this, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I I always push for more local knowledge and more local control.
Right.
This is kind of a step back from that, but I don't know. Maybe Rockland has evolved to a place where Spring Valley as a village doesn't need to exist. I don't know. I don't live
Yeah.
there. I know in good old Havistraw, we need Mike Kohut
Mm,
and D'Amelio doing
yep.
what they do in West Havistraw and Havistraw.
Yeah, we spoke with County Executive Ed Day yesterday, and he's going to be talking about. I'm going to have that recording on AM Rockland this morning, and he talked about, for instance, the residential housing, and I brought up Mayor Kohut, and
Yeah.
his effort, I think, is fair to say, to bring in workforce housing that helps to sustain the economic engine inside of the village. So it's interesting. And there's a number of proposals out there. I mean, like all over the place.
The housing crisis seems to be one of the bigger issues in Rockland County.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's true.
and there's there's so many different fights in so many different directions with that because there's so many different arguments.
Yeah, there are. So stay tuned as the story unfolds further with Spring Valley. I'll do the next news item, and then you hit the next one, Mike.
Speaking of more womp news,
Oh, what do you? Yeah, I think
looking
I guess
ahead.
I'm gonna have to read this one. Rockland man, it's reported by News 12. A Rockland County man convicted of murder nearly 5 decades ago has been denied an appeal again. A state appellate court has rejected Amer Zada's ninth attempt to overturn his conviction for the 1980 murder of 17-year-old Shirley Smith, who was found dead in a Nyack parking lot. Zada's legal team has argued new evidence warranted a fresh look, but earlier this year, a lower court found that there was no basis to vacate the current conviction. Zada's attorney, Arthur Larkin, expressed disappointment in the ruling, stating they believe that the case deserved renewed scrutiny. Zada now and currently remains behind bars.
All right, do I get to say something positive?
Say something positive.
St. Thomas Aquinas College advances campus transformation. That's
Woohoo!
the headline, folks. As reported by Rockland Biz Journal, St. Thomas Aquinas College is entering a bold new chapter in its campus transformation. This summer, the college will complete two major projects: the SKAE Astronomy Center and a new track and field complex. These upgrades are part of a 5-year initiative aimed at boosting academics, athletics, and wellness. In addition, the college unveiled the Spelman Technology Corridor, featuring cutting-edge classrooms and a data analytics lab. Next up, the new outdoor fitness center, promoting health and community. President Ken Daly says these improvements reflect the school's missions to prepare students for meaningful, impactful lives. That positive stuff. Thank you,
feel
Stack.
good stuff.
Thank you, Stack.
Exactly. So I know what's going to happen. You're going to have me do all the sad face news,
and then
you're going to do all the happy.
I did one that was
That's
sad.
true. Yeah.
All right, this looks like a positive one.
Yeah, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Rockland is calling on local residents to help change lives, one child at a time. So since 1984, and it's a not-for-profit in Rockland County, they've paired youths with mentors to build meaningful one-on-one relationships. Volunteers, and they're known as BIGs, and they commit 4 hours a month, and they just simple but powerful activities with their littles, as they call them. So BIGs, littles,
Sounds like a fraternity
or a TV show, yeah, like walks, museum visits, heartfelt chats. Heartfelt?
Well, I think it's supposed to be because I had a big brother when I was a little kid.
Nice.
I did.
I see that.
Right.
Because you kind of have a big brother sort of vibe.
It's supposed to be kind of a someone who's not part of your family that you can go in a safe way and experience some stuff with. And for me, it was because my home was broken and my father was not around. So my mom wanted me to have some more male guidance in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's a really, I think it was very helpful. And I can see how this can help a lot of people, both uh, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good way for the adults of this community to help out the youth of America and kind of guide our people to not be little jerks.
Absolutely. Yeah. And mentors, I mean, research shows that when you get mentored early on in life, you're more likely to succeed in school and avoid some of those risky behaviors that happen around those early years. I mean, even me myself, I mean, there have been a few times where, the dice were rolling. I'll give
Yeah,
you
but that's because we're Gen Xers.
That's also true. Yeah, we did. I mean, grunge was a very real thing, so we had to experience it. But so back to, and hopefully, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Rockland can help to shape tomorrow's youth. Volunteers for this must have a vehicle. They must have a valid driver's license, and they have to live in Rockland year round. So to learn more, visit BBBS.
That's three B's.
That's three B's. BBBS of rc.com. So bbbsofrc.com/volunteer, or easier, you can call 845-317-6112. And I think that's another positive story, in my opinion.
Right.
So you want to hit the next one?
All right. Speaking of health and wellness, like
Mm-hmm.
Stack is doing, in Nyack, the Montefiore Hospital, Nyack Hospital, is offering free colorectal cancer screenings for adults aged 45 and older on Friday, July 25th from 8 to 3:30 p.m. The at-home test kits check for hidden blood in the stool,
Ow.
a key early sign of colorectal cancer. Funded by the Cancer Services Program of the Hudson Valley. I didn't even know we had one. The screenings
Right.
aim to catch the issues early and improve outcomes. The follow-up test is also free for eligible individuals if abnormalities are found. Registration is strongly recommended. Call 845-348-8511 to check eligibility. Spanish-speaking assistance is available.
Absolutely.
And it looks like moving down into Nyack, we have more health and wellness.
Yeah, and this is my friend Tina Dawn, and she has a company, lifeforceselfdefense.com.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, those of you that follow along and have checked out Rockland's news, Tina's part of our networking group. It's called the BSPN. I'm not going to get too much into detail, but we meet 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursdays, about 35, 40 people, all business owners. And we all support each other. Like, there's like construction and tech and computers, and Tina does
good networking.
Yeah, and Tina is just an absolutely amazing, awesome, dynamic, and very funny person. I love talking with her, and she has this laugh that just like,
you should have her on the show.
It cuts through the universe, man. It just like there is joy in the universe, right? And she does these safety programs, and it's for college students.
Okay.
So she's running. I'll read off this, but I'll give you more detail if needed. But Life Force Self Defense is launching College Strong, and it's a 90-minute empowerment class for young women ages 12 to 24, held in Nyack, White Plains, Suffern, and Kingston. The class teaches self-defense techniques, awareness skills, and mental preparedness. I could use some of that. Parents can attend for free, making it a family-oriented approach to safety. To preview the program, 2 free webinars are offered starting Monday, July 18th from 7 to 8 p.m. And then there's another one, I don't have the date for it, but Monday, July 8th from 7 to 8 p.m. And attendees of the program, they'll get a college safety parent guide and a class discount. So to learn more, you go to lifeforceselfdefense.com, or call Tina directly at 914-297-8878 and try and get her to laugh. I'm telling you, it'll make the rest of your day. It makes our day whenever she cracks up at something, and we're always joking around. So she's just one of those awesome human beings. You know what I mean, man?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good stuff. And we have Howard Phillips coming on in a few, but that's like a wild news day, right?
I mean, we had a couple of heavy stories, and a couple of really positive things. I like the things where we get to talk about the good things that's going on in Rockland, because we tend to focus on the negative so much.
Yeah.
And there's enough dragging us down. Let's talk about some good health and wellness. Thank you, Stack.
Right. Absolutely.
Stack's one of our sponsors, right?
Yes, they are.
All
they
right.
are a
All
sponsor of the upcoming Rockland Music Fest.
Ah.
I think I have a private bet with myself how many times I could say something
Rockland
in a
Music
year.
Fest?
Yeah. Like, people must think that, like, I'm nothing against it. I mean, I probably am on the spectrum a little bit.
I mean, not probably, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Right. This is my not so humble and not professional opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's like not in the DSM-4, but I have no problem. Like, if I have Asperger's.
You just like saying the first three letters.
What are you talking? ASP? No, ASP. Wait, what are you talking about?
ASP.
Asps.
They're very dangerous. You go first.
All right, fine. Okay. Coming up next, we have Town of Haverstraw Supervisor Howard Phillips. He's going to be on the show at 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Why don't we take a break, and then we'll bring on Supervisor Howard Phillips, and then we'll gab with him.
I like this idea. And is there anything in particular that you would like to know from Howie Phillips?
Well, right now, I'd like to know about the 4th of July fireworks that are going to be going off at Bowline.
On the perfect day, as we saw in the weather.
Right.
Not a cloud in the sky, they say.
Well, let's see. I think it's on July 2nd, so it's today.
Oh.
So we'll see. But, it's cloudy. It's not raining, so that's a plus.
Is there a chance of meatballs?
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Town of Haverstraw Supervisor Howard Phillips. And special thanks to all of our sponsors. Let's just read them off and be thankful to all of our awesome sponsors. Here comes the music. Woohoo!
Your favorite part.
I love the music. It's like Anchorman, dude. It's like awesome. All right, so special thanks to our sponsors. And now all of a sudden they can't bring them up on the screen. We get them over here. We have backup.
Backups on our backup.
Backups on our backup. Okay. Yeah. Orders 202 Cannabis. Susan Holbrook, Coldwell Banker Realty, Regents Review, Yahoo Fence, Dana Pest Control, Lauren Molino Muller from Howard Hanaran Realty, Kobe Sushi, Sparkling Cleaning Homes, Patriot Land, St. Thomas Aquinas College, FC Protection, Manchetto Restaurant, Outsource My IT, Clean Space Management Company, North Rockland Chiropractic, Stony Point Pancake Factory, Guest Acapulco, Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, and of course,
Rockland Music Fest.
Coming to the stadium at Clover and Pomona, September 27th, 2025. We'll be right back with Howard Phillips, and we'll talk with you soon.